Hey everybody, I'm gonna be doing this video on my computer tonight. My phone usually does a lot better quality, but it's such a pain in the butt to transfer over to my computer. Both of them need cleaning off, they're slow right now. But anyway, welcome to my channel, Janet the HipGyp-Roaming with RA. And I have the RA to prove it. Oh, look at my finger. That's not a pus or anything in there. That is calamine lotion to kind of dry it out. Dummy me. Burn it when I was cooking the other day. And then I've been working on a project and it kind of irritated it. But my channel is about living off grid, living semi-off grid. You can go back and look at my previous videos, how I started out, all the ups and downs I been through. And buddy, has these last 3 weeks been some ups and downs. Y'all are not gonna believe it. But it's mostly, this channel is mostly for me to have somebody to talk to and have a witness to my life and get to tell my story, my side of the story, because not many people get to hear that. But I just got back from the gym a little bit ago, and that's where I go take my showers at. And I cut my hair. It's sticking out a little bit right there. It's raining, so of course I got it wet after I went through all that trouble and got it fixed and everything. But I thought it turned out pretty cute. I'm trying to save money, so I don't want to go spend like $35 on a haircut, you know. I got things to buy. I'm saving to get a rig, and I am having some help with that. And if you want to know about that, you'll just have to go look back and see. But there's been some low lows and some high highs here lately. Like I'm saying, that roller coaster, man. This is my life. It's been pretty friggin' crazy. I made me out. I always have to make a list, or I'll forget whatever I need to tell you guys. But yeah, at the end of my last video, I was feeling, you know, pretty good. Well, it wouldn't be just like the next day or whatever. Little Ichabod just, I don't know, wasn't breathing right. Here's a video of us on our way to the vet.
Hi, you guys. Yeah, something's going on with Ichabod, and we're on our way to the vet. Just the last, I don't know, week or so, he has seemed a little, I don't know, like at night, it seems like his breathing is labored. Of course, you can't tell right now. This boy loves to ride. He cannot wait to get on the road and travel. But I just don't want to take any chances. Amber off of Story Chasing, her channel, she just lost her little dog Lily, and Ichabod is 12. Ichabod! Hey, say hey to everybody. But I just don't want to take any chances, so we're on the way to the vet, and Chelsea is older. His vet that he used to use. It's time for his vaccinations, immunizations, what all, anyway, so we'll get that done while we're there, and get his nails cut. I brought his muzzle. Yeah, when I took this harness out, he started going crazy. I mean, he wanted it on right then, and he ran to the door waiting on me. So I just want you guys to know what's going on.
And here's a picture of him with his muzzle on. Now, I researched those muzzles because I didn't like them little tight ones that fit over them. They can't even open their mouth, so I ended up getting a cage muzzle. They cost more, but they can like breathe, pant, and even eat like treats and stuff, and they can drink water with them on. And that was the kind I opted with. But all right, this is what they told us. They diagnosed him with with the URI, which is an upper respiratory infection. But we talked about it, and it could possibly be a collapsed trachea, which is not totally collapsed, but they sometimes that breed, like he's a Chihuahua mix, and that breed is bad to do that. But the antibiotic was going to be the same either way, so we put him on antibiotics, and he's going to have to lose some weight and not bark as much. And you can tell on that ride, that's going to be the thing right there, is to keep him calm. They said some dogs they have to sedate, but I don't think I'll have to do that really, unless it's just like once we get going, he gets used to riding and all, he settles down. He was just excited because that's the first time he'd been out. Gosh, since when got his nails trimmed. Y'all seen that video? That's been a while. But yeah. Well, so that was down, when he got sick, and then we're going up. His diagnosis wasn't bad. Well, I brought him home from the vet, and I dropped him off, and I had to run to Dollar General and get some drinks. And y'all remember at the end of that last video when I was talking about my car doing so good, and I said, hope it didn't jinx myself. I jinxed myself. On the way to Dollar General, it started sputtering and like wouldn't hardly run. Just so happens I was at the red light, coming up to the red light, right down from my mechanics. So I urged it, got on up that hill, got up there, and my mechanics is like downhill in this little gully thing. And I coasted right down in there, and it didn't start again. So I left it there. You guys, I was so down because I just spent $1,000 having like a new computer, injectors. It keeps burning coils for some reason. Nobody can find out why. I had all new coils put in at one time. Tune up. I mean, they just can't figure it out. So, oh my God, I was so down. I had to call my neighbor to come get me, and he knew that. I mean, just sometimes it's hard to hang in there sometimes, and that was one of them times. He knew I was real down. So he come and got me and brought me home. But, oh gosh. I got home, then I had a little bit of good news. I love my spiders in this house. I don't kill spiders, but my big spider over the cook stove had been missing, and she was back. She was eating one of those big old stink bugs, so that made me feel a little bit better, because I was sad because my spiders was gone. I thought, well, they don't live that long. Maybe they lived their life out, or they went outside and got eaten by a bird or something, but no, it's back. So I was happy about that, but I was just so devastated about my car. And then I had to go to the wound care clinic, because you look back, I had a bad infected foot. Yeah, it was rough, but here's the video of it.
I'm back at the wound care clinic. I hope this is my last visit, because it looks really good, and I'll show you when I get there what it looks like. But yeah, we got other stuff to talk about too. Bye.
Well, I didn't get released. There was still that little hole, and even though he said it looked really good, he didn't release me that day. Yeah. So, I mean, there I was, I was just so devastated about my car. My foot was still not all the way well, and and then this happened.
There it is, you guys. I am so excited. Alright, this is the good side of it. Okay. For that price, nothing's going to be perfect. Well, a deer ran into the side of him, and he had to put new doors on this side, and they're different color, but I don't care. It drove so good coming home. You just don't know. So yeah. And it's got new tires. Look at them babies. Now half the price was in tires. And there's the front seat, bucket seats, and then this middle seat, and then there's a spare. I am just tickle. I just go pick up my car. They put another coil, but I don't know how long it's gonna last. Now I gotta go get me a tag. Isn't that great? Yes. We're going by looking at my new car. Yeah. But yeah, there's where the deer ran into them. But I'm happy, and it's got the little running boards on it so I can hop up in there good. But you guys, it almost makes me want to pack up the dogs and head to Arizona camping out in the desert for the winter. Or at least I'll get that money to buy a van in December. Anyway, I probably won't, but the thought has crossed my mind. All right, you guys. Talk to you later.
Woo, I was so happy. David, my neighbor that came and got me, that knew I was just at the end of my damn rope. I mean, I was there. His brother had that little Isuzu rodeo, and he called him and asked him if he'd sell it to me, because it was his wife's, and she don't drive anymore. They're older, and she's kind of sick, and so they don't drive it anymore. And it's 2003, I think. And anyway, I got it for $2,200. I was so happy because there's nothing wrong with it. It's only got 134,000 miles, and you guys know them little vehicles like that go forever. I mean, that's not anything. One owner, they're the only ones that's had it. Oh, I was just so happy. And oh gosh, I've been so happy to get to go places, not have to worry about my car quitting or burning another coil, because my Nissan Altima, it has burned so many coils, they won't even warrant them for me anymore. None of the companies I've done. I mean, I've replaced them 9 times, different ones too. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. But I know, it has quit on me in line at Jack's at the drive-thru. It's quit on me in line at the food bank that I go to. You have to get in line with your cars. It has quit down there. It has quit at red lights. It's quit going down the road. Oh my gosh. It's even quit out here in the yard, burned one. going out to my grandmother's when I was staying her at night. It burned one. I got a video when that one broke, when I broke down with that one. And I don't know. I love that car. I just wish they could find out why it's running coils. I mean, I'd pay a lot more to get it fixed because there's nothing else wrong with it. When it runs, purrs like a kitten. But you just never know when it's going to break down. So I've been kind of less stressed knowing that I've got a dependable vehicle. And you guys, oh, I told you on that video, if me and my cousin wouldn't have to go through all my grandmother's stuff and have your estate sale, I'd probably head to Arizona. I think me and the doggies could stand it. But I am going to try to make it out to court at the end of January because for those of you that don't know, I'm getting a small inheritance. And it's been in probate, but it gets out December 28th, and I'm going to be looking. And go back and watch my last video. You'll see what I've decided to do as far as traveling. And so I've kind of been evolving on what I'm going to get. And I'm going to do a video on that and all the pros and cons and decisions I've been through. You know, the process of where I'm kind of at now. But yeah. And another big thing that happened, I had another up thing. My little spider's back. See, there's a mom up here in this window, and there's a baby that stays over here at my lamp. And that spider came back too, and I was so happy. Alright. You know you're not going to be happy long. Life just ain't going to let you. So, I had showed my neighbor, he goes to a lot of yard sales and flea markets. I had showed him this thing that I had made. And here's some pics of it. I spent 3 months making this guitar. When I was working on it, I'm in remission right now. My hands don't even look bad right now. But when I was working on it, my hands were so big and swollen and red and inflamed. And when I was making it for this person, I would cry, it would hurt so bad, but I wanted to make it for him. And I had showed my neighbor some pictures of it, and he went to a yard sale, and there that guitar was, all beat up and for sale for $20. And the little piece of shit that I made it for said he didn't remember who made it. That would be my oldest grandson. Told you guys he had turned out to be a crappy little asshole. And it really hurt my feelings to start with. When David first told me that he got it, I got real choked up. But then I got to thinking, that little bastard didn't deserve it anyway. I'm taking his name off of it. And I'm just going to put, tile in the place, like different colored tiles and stuff right there. And I will find someone who is a Nirvana fan and who likes to smoke weed, and I will sell it to them. Now, a guitar just like that sold, it was a Beatles guitar, which I could make any kind, for 10 grand, and then they're on, like, eBay and, like, sites like that for, like, 3,000. So I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna make sure I show them the sales receipt when I do what I sold it for. But yeah, he didn't deserve it. He really didn't. At that time, I didn't know how he was gonna be, but now I do, and I'm glad he don't have it. I'm glad he doesn't. I'm glad that David found it. But yeah, so I was down, but then I got up again. But it did hurt my feelings to start with. But I'm telling you, I'm over it now. All right, that was a down one. What else happened? Oh, then I was up again. I got, my vehicle insured, got my tags, and here's my neighbor helping me put it on. Yeah. So, and Ichabod's feeling better. He's already, you can tell, look right here, he's already lost some weight. And then I found a picture of me. I love this picture. When I was 21. And I thought I was kind of a looker back then. But yeah, I was like, the man I could have had, why did I pick the ones I picked? Oh my gosh, if I had to do over again, I wouldn't marry none of them. Okay. And we'll go over one of these days I'm going to tell you guys like how many times I've been married and how old I was and some history. And some of you'll never believe the stuff I've been into, but I don't know, you might. Y'all know me, I'm an open book anyway. I'm not good at keeping, like, telling lies and stuff or trying to cover something up. And I know my kids, you say, one of them's husband, my son-in-law, he didn't like for her to go do anything or go certain places. And before we get back home, they'd be, now this is what the story is. I'm just not going to say anything. I am the worst liar. I just can't do it. I've always been real open and honest, and I just feel like everyone should. And I'm just not good at it. I'll forget. Don't ask me to lie about something. I'll forget and tell the truth. But I got another project going on, but you guys got to wait on the next video for it. But I got a little more health news. Alright, when I told you they didn't turn me loose on that video a while ago, well, I went back and a couple weeks later, and they did release me. But it was really red, so he sent me to over to get an x-ray. You guys ain't gonna guess, I have friggin' got gout. Gout! Shingles and gout and within 3 months of each other. What the hell is going on? But it's painful, but after them shingles, ain't nothing. So I still been doing my projects and doing a lot, even with gout. Can't keep a good woman down. Alright, I'm going to start trying to put videos out more often and maybe just not be as long. But, and I still want to do them shorts, but oh my gosh, I just hadn't had time between being sick and trying. Well, y'all see what my life is like, so y'all know I'm busy riding that roller coaster. Alright, change is inevitable, so just go with it. Hey, give me that thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please do. Thanks. Bye.